Hey everybody, my name is Brian.
And I'm Stephanie.
And you guys are watching Brian from Orlando. Today we're actually going to go ahead and talk about how Halloween Horror Nights houses are opening up at Universal Orlando. They just released a statement the other day. We're actually a day behind on actually doing this video right now, so we're a little behind on the news and all, but still fresh news and all that Universal just put out there, so we're going to go ahead and get started with that. If you're new to this channel, you guys know, go ahead and click that subscribe button and click the bell icon to be notified when we post our weekly videos on all things Disney, Universal, and beyond. So let's get rolling. Alright, so short little video. We're just going to basically go over what Universal has released. As of yesterday, or we're a day behind, like I said. Today's day, what's today? Wednesday? Tuesday?
The 15th.
The 15th. Tuesday the 15th.
My watch is backwards. I was like...
We're not prepared for this video. This is like late. We're trying to put something together. But yesterday, Monday, they actually came out and made an announcement for a testing weekend of some Halloween exclusive things coming to the resort soon. So we're actually going to go ahead and I'm going to read this actually real quick off of their website, just to kind of give it an explanation of what they said. So, Halloween seasonal experience testing. It's a testing, which is just fantastic. So it says this weekend is going to be scary good. You can still get your fright fix with daytime admission as we test a new experience this weekend, September 19th through the 20th. And it's included with your daytime admission to Universal Studios Florida and Islands of Adventure. There are two heart-pounding haunted houses in Universal Studios, one of them being Revenge of the Tooth Fairy and Universal Monsters The Bride of Frankenstein Lives. So those are the two houses that they announced for. It says you can also take your kids trick-or-treating in Islands of Adventure, plus you can all dress in costumes throughout the resort to get in the sinister spirit of the season. So there's some things going on. There's things happening.
Yeah.
I know we just recently did a rumor video of all things that were being talked about. We knew we were going to hear some information soon, and we did. Universal held to that expectation. First of all, let's go ahead and let's talk about the haunted houses. Revenge of the Tooth Fairy. What do you think?
Interesting.
So, I'm also going to read the description of this house. I forgot to do that earlier. But it's Revenge of the Tooth Fairy. The innocent traditions of the Tooth Fairy hide a darker ritual. All children must give up their baby teeth to the goblinesque Tooth Fairies or pay a gruesome price. Step into an old manor that has been overrun by yellow-clawed fiends who extract teeth by force. It's an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. So, yeah, it seems like an original house, but it seems that'll be fun. It'll be pretty cool.
I think they can make that really scary as long as the Tooth Fairies or the goblins, whatever they are,
are
scary.
Yeah, and I mean, you know, Horror Nights is good at making things scary, of course, but it's like the one thing I still have an issue with this whole thing, and we're gonna get more into that as the video goes on, but it's gonna be during the day, and Florida is bright as can be during the day, so going into a dark haunted house, I wonder, because I know my eyes, they don't adjust well at all. I know I'm barely going to see anything.
You're going to be like doing this. Going through the house.
Yeah,
trying to feel your way through it.
That's going to be interesting. So, but we'll talk about that more.
Yeah, we'll get there.
So, but the second house announcement was the Universal Monsters The Bride of Frankenstein Lives. This was another house that was speculated, but it was like one of the brides houses from Universal Monsters, so it comes out to be the Bride of Frankenstein. And if you want to go ahead and read the description for it?
Sure. It says, "We belong dead. The last words of Frankenstein's monster on that fateful night when his bride rejected him. But his end was her beginning. Now the bride is stepping out of the shadows to bring him back. And there's nothing she won't do as she sharpens her brilliance by experimenting on unsuspecting victims. The mate will have her monster, and the monster his mate."
Yeah, so
interesting.
To me, it seems like a sequel of the movie. Besides it just being the Bride of Frankenstein story, I mean, it's a Universal Monsters house, you know, which to me, that was my favorite house out of all the events I went to and all the houses I experienced, and a lot of fans, they love that house. I think that house was very well done. Last year's house, the Universal Monsters house. So I think it's still such an amazing thing that we still get another like extended story from one of those monsters. In my opinion, it would be great to even see every year another one of those monsters keep, you know, adding more stories to see, like, maybe the Hunchback, Phantom, Dracula, Wolfman, Creature from the Black Lagoon, I think would be a cool, like, full house and stuff. So it'd be neat to keep seeing those houses go, but really nice to get a Universal Classic Monsters house in there. So those are houses. Super exciting. I mean, we're getting something at least. That's what the talk has been going on. I mean, for a while we were afraid we weren't going to get anything, and then, you know, things have been kind of going on and about. So it's exciting to see that. Now, this is, I know I said I wasn't going to do this. A little part of that's got me questioning is Universal said that this is a testing. Now, I know it's like, it's testing to see, like, okay, can we actually keep this going, and then maybe do it for a couple more days and just like a weekend thing. But in my opinion too, it's like, would they possibly be able to open more houses up? It is interesting to see what happens for this special testing event that gets moved back next year, if it happens at all. So last thing about these houses is that on Saturday and Sunday, the 19th and 20th, they're going to be open to the public. Seems like virtual line, so they can probably control the crowds, at least building up, because I'm assuming a lot of locals are going to be going. But on top of that, the day before, Friday, they're having a team member preview earlier in the day, and then afterwards a premier pass holder preview on that, which I think all that's going to be dropping on Wednesday when they go ahead and release that for the premier pass holders to get that. So that'll be like their little early test run to see how the weekend can go, and then I'm sure that Saturday and Sunday is going to be packed at Universal. I really think that it's going to be like a Labor Day weekend. A lot of people want to go see those houses, so I don't see how it's not going to be packed. Especially because they haven't announced any other days. Those are the only 2 days. And it's testing it, so those may be the only days they ever do it. They may do this and be like, you know what, we can't do it. We're not going to do the event, blah, 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 just scrap it. And then people are like, dang, because that would be... Imagine if you're the only people that got to see those houses. That's like exclusive stuff. So if you're gonna go, I advise like getting up at 6 a.m. and getting ready to go there. My opinion. So yeah. So anyways, that's the houses there. But they also have two more experiences that they're doing as well. One is happening at Islands of Adventure. I thought, like, wait a minute, Islands of Adventure, but it's trick-or-treating. And you also have to be 12 and under to participate with an adult. That makes me so sad. Yeah. I want to go trick-or-treating. It'd be fun, yeah. It's like, it is a bummer that you have to have a child with you, or, you know, be 12 and under. We don't have a child. We don't. Maybe we can, like, adopt a dog and then, like, be like, he's our child. Call him our child. Maybe we'll get there and they'll be like, it's okay. Anybody can do it. Maybe, but what if they have like, what if we got like the little, you know, baby Yoda, the child, and he's like, he's our child. Well, he's 50. Dang. You have to be 12 and under to go trick-or-treating, and you have to have an adult with you. Yeah, and they do have like a free like Halloween bag they'll be giving you, and the stores that are participating in this have like a little pumpkin icon, so you have to actually go out and seek which stores are participating in it, and then they give you like a handful. Candy, basically. I don't know how they're doing that, like COVID wise, but I'm sure it'll be safe. So it's like, it reminds me of like Mickey's Not So Scary, but like adults aren't allowed to participate. Yeah, which is a bummer. I mean, I don't know. Maybe like if you're with your child, they'll give you a bag too, and you can get candy as well. Again, don't have a child, so it doesn't really help us out much. No, doesn't at all. But you can also wear costumes. Yeah, so that's the third thing we were getting to. They're allowing everybody of all ages to participate in this little seasonal event, this testing thing, by wearing costumes with no masks. No mask. Like a full mask. You gotta wear your face mask. But I'm sure that there's guidelines to those costumes as well. I'm sure that Universal's not going to let everybody do anything they want costume-wise, so definitely make sure you look up the Universal website to see what those exact guidelines are for costumes. So I'm assuming like your regular, you know, typical costumes. If you go to Halloween Horror Nights every year, you will know that this is kind of unheard of. Like, Universal normally is like, no costumes, no masks, no... They're very strict on, like, during Halloween, like, you're not allowed to wear, like... costumes, or like you're not even allowed to have like long chains or anything on your clothing. They're very strict about that. So it's because they don't want you to blend in with the actors or the scare actors, and for like scaring guests or anything like that. They don't want anything like that, so they're very strict on it. However, because of this event, there's going to be basically like no one in the streets
yeah,
doing that.
There won't be street
that we know of.
things.
I don't know, but
I don't think so. Just because daytime guest kids, it would be too scary.
Yeah, but anyways, yeah, we're getting a little bit of Halloween. A little this weekend only. We're gonna be going Friday so far.
Yeah.
We're gonna go there for the preview. We're gonna do a little preview, and then we'll also try to go Saturday to see how it works with the crowds, because I want to see what the crowd levels are gonna be like, and then the virtual line.
And everything,
yeah, because I'm like, for people who are going there, and knowing a lot of like big Horror Night fans, I'm sure they're not gonna want to go through the house just once. Like, they've been looking for this like Horror Nights event all year, then it gets canceled, and I'm pretty sure like everybody was bummed about this. And then the fact that 2 houses are opening up, like, my gosh, this is like the chance for me to do some Horror Nights. So yeah, so with that being said, we have some Halloween at Universal. Super excited. Can't wait. We're gonna go there this weekend. Hopefully we get in. Hopefully there's no capacity. We don't know yet. I'm sure Universal will keep announcements going out as it gets closer. Yeah. And hopefully this testing goes well. If everybody follows the guidelines Universal has and it works out, they may open more days and more houses. Hopefully. That'd be great. So, but anyways, yeah. So that's gonna do it for us. Thank you so much for watching. I know we tried making this a short clip, ended up being a little longer, but that's what Universal put out there. We're just excited, so we'll definitely be there this week and to show you guys what it's like and what the crowds levels are. I don't think we'll be able to film in the houses. I don't think they're gonna allow us to do that. They never really do throughout the past years, anyways. But we'll definitely give you some description of the house, not too much because we don't want to spoil it out there for y'all. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, guys. That's gonna do it for us today. Just another little Halloween update. We're ready for Halloween, so we're on out of here, guys. Have a good night.